Hello there and welcome to Beelzebub's Buns channel. On this channel you can listen to creepypastas as well as watching gameplay videos. In this video you're going to be watching gameplay from Halo 5 with these new big team battle maps that have just come out. These maps were all created in Forge mode and you can find these on the new content browser that Halo 5 has come out with. When you're at the main menu in Halo 5, just go to Forge and go to the featured tab and you'll find these there. It's amazing what these forgers can accomplish now. 343 has updated Halo 5's Forge mode by creating more details in certain objects, coming up with more practical objects, giving the forgers the ability to really articulate what they want in the map by being able to place in objects that look more torn down, maybe structures that have been abandoned, or structures that have just been updated. In this forged map here named Unearthed, this is a big drill site and it portrays a little bit of the campaign, I think. You can see the corporation warthogs that are set inside the bases. The map itself feels very industrialized with the different structures and the dash of yellow. Give that construction feel to it. Of course, give a splash of blue on the pipes and some of the details around the structure itself, and then you can now identify which base is which. The bases inside and out are very symmetrical to each other, meaning that the bases are basically the same, having the same layout, but a few details may be different. On the second story of the base here, you're going to see there's a mongoose on each side, so you can get in and get a buddy of yours and quickly dash for the flag on the other team's base, or go to the middle here where you got on the left side or even on the right side. We've got a wasp up top on this structure, and that's a very effective kind of vehicle to use in this map, given that this map does have verticality to it. Once you take the wasp, you can go up to the structure in the middle, take out guys up there, but be careful because there is a hydra that's going to counter you. The ground zero portion of the structure in the middle, or even up top, can really provide some crazy King of the Hill action. You can see from the top of the structure how this can provide some intense firefights with people jumping around, going in and out of cover. Maybe you might accidentally jump off, but if you are falling off, go ahead and hit that ground pound button so you could smash somebody on the ground. Now there are dangers in this map, such as not necessarily that Spartan laser, but this thing. Oh god. Now this map is probably my favorite out of the bunch. This is named Dispelled. What I like about this is that it feels like an old Halo map. In fact, I'm sure the forger was inspired by the Halo 1 map named Timberland. Of course, this map, Dispelled, has massive Forerunner structures. I'm not talking about the bases, but the structure that stretches across the map, basically dividing it in half. Even though the structures do take up a large portion of the map, and how they intertwine with the terrain by going up and over, down and around, I still felt very much like I was in a natural grassland area, covered with trees and rocks, almost as if I was in a park. This map provides great sightlines and open areas for vehicles to move around in, yet you are still able to find a considerable amount of cover. This doesn't only work out well for you if you are on foot, but also being in a tank. You feel more concealed and directive as to which path you want to go down first. You can be exposed, however, if the enemy takes their tank and goes in the opposite path that you are in, and they could come up behind you. And you can see how it would also be easy for enemy Spartans that are above you to board you and take you out. But with great teamwork comes great responsibility, meaning as long as the ones on foot do their job, you should do yours just as well. It's great when the enemy warthog comes barreling around a corner or goes off of a hill, exposing the belly of the warthog, and you line up your scorpion cannon for an unforgettable sting. I really enjoy this map as it mimics the simplicity of Halo 1 and has the interior structures. Yeah, they are a bit plain, but they do provide an intense shootout, and vehicles thrown into the mix as well can provide some awesome explosions. You'll find that the Halo CE pistol is on this map, which just underlines my point of why I think this map feels like a classic. I also feel this map is great for all players. Old or young, experienced or novice, it is definitely something to check out. In this update, there are several other maps, but this is going to be the last map that I talk about in this particular video. This is Deadlock, and I know, we have seen this before, but the reason why I included it in this video is because Blue Base has been beefed up more. It looks more futuristic, and yet filled with some practical objects like I said before earlier on in this video. You see some furniture inside the base with a TV and some plants that make the base feel more home-like. and it feels as though some people may actually work here. With some extra foliage put in place to give off a more natural look in certain areas. I really like the different type of metal that they use for the walls in Blue Base. The extra amount of details makes this base feel more mechanical in certain areas. The layout is the same as it's been before, with an addition being a teleporter sending you to the top of the base, where you may occupy a wasp. I feel the wasp is a great addition to this map, as it is fun to use and you may be effective in it. However, you are exposed while in flight, with not much cover to hide behind without getting too close to the ground. And we all know the wasp is rather weak when it comes to its armor. But my favorite thing about this map has to be the look of the red base. It is old and deteriorated. It feels like it was abandoned for so long. And you can see the contrast with Blue Base. Yet the button that opens up the window covers and the tube door still works. Must be working off of solar power. I really like the choice they made with the red base looking old. You can come up with your own reasons why it looks this way. Maybe blue team ended up winning the fight. Maybe the red base was once used and now abandoned and the UNSC has moved on to Blue Base. The red color mixed with the deteriorated walls creates this outlandish feel. And trust me, it looks much better when you're actually playing this than watching a compressed video streamed on YouTube. The forger of this map not only focused on the deterioration of the interior of the base, but also the top side of the base. All around, it looks like Red Base had a really tough time. Even the satellite dish for Red Base is looking old. Like I said before, there are plenty other big team battle maps that have been included in this update, so go ahead, check them out. And if you like creepypastas and gameplay, go ahead and subscribe to this channel, Beelzebub's Buns. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.